path and then falling from it. Like, I don't know. I thought that was way more interesting. I thought the original trilogy was more interesting.
It's the greatest of them all.
Yeah, but I mean, but like I said, let's not kid ourselves and say that there were no cheesy lines in the original trilogy. Laser brain, but
also, why was Carrie Fisher trying to sound British? That was a little weird.
I don't know, but like, what was I gonna say? But I think that there was a much greater like there was much better world building in the prequels. I felt like I feel like the new ones they kind of like move a little too. What is my cat doing? They kind of move a little too quickly to me.
Wait,
not
what is your cat's
which is weird because
name?
nothing happened in The Last Jedi, but
Okay, yeah, I gotta agree. It moved way too quickly, and I do have to address, as much as I love The Force Awakens, I fucking hated how Rey just instantly like learned how to fight with a lightsaber. And I know I get it's the Force and stuff, and I kind of want to see if there was like, I feel like they should have had like a training montage in The Last Jedi to give months and maybe years of Rey developing her skill, but she fucking just swings a few Roxas and then just like becomes an expert. Like that's
You know what would have been cool? Is if, even in The Force Awakens, she had a moment where she tried to fight Captain Phasma, like, hand-to-hand, and she just wasn't winning. So it's a little bit of, like, okay, this isn't working, I need to, like, it's... Because she just felt, like, a little too over OP.
Yeah, like, not even necessarily having to lose a fight, just having a bit more, like, difficulty, or just barely, like, stumbling through.
Yeah, what a waste of character that was. According to J.J. Abrams, that was his favorite character.
And I really...
Apparently he didn't get any screen time, so what?
And I'm honestly wondering, like, did he leave, like, notes or ideas or whatever to Johnson, like, or, like, information, like, okay, this is what we're going to do with the...
Right,
or, like, this is what I want to do with the characters.
Cut this short in about 1 minute.
Okay. Right. Or did he just completely leave him in the dark and was like, you figure something out?
I don't know. Rian Johnson was just doing his Rian Johnson thing,
so,
where he's just I'm trying to be different, and no,
damn it.
It's like, okay.
Well, I mean, the only reason I go with the prequels is because, I mean, Keegan, you kind of argued against yourself, buddy. You were like, yeah, I mean, I will agree. I mean, but that's fine. I mean, I guess it's fine to agree with.
Well, let me just say, it's just that, like, The Force Awakens, I think, had better acting and had, like, better visual effects. It had brought practical effects back. I mean, when you look at the prequel trilogy, some of the visuals are definitely outdated stuff. You can definitely tell by the visual department. And the acting is really, really bad in the prequel trilogy.
Now, that being said, though, what they were developing at the time was brand new technology. That's the one thing I will... put in because before Jar Jar, like, in all the different worlds they showed, like, there you wouldn't have like I guess it's kind of a bias, but not really, because really the only thing that The Force Awakens really did new was, well, no, they updated a lot of things actually, but
I did like how The Force Awakens was shot at the 75mm camera. It was like, that's the only reason why. Force Awakens looked good as a
going for it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, though, they it's not like they never used practical effects in the prequels, because they made more sets for The Phantom Menace than they did for the entire original trilogy.
Yeah, they even had to build more sets around Liam Neeson because he's taller.
Whereas every shot in The Force Awakens has been digitally altered. Although that's probably true of, like, every movie these days.
Yeah. All right, next topic. Oh boy. I'm so glad that Logan finally came around on this.
Okay. Yeah, so I was going to go into my rant about how the world in the prequels felt like it extended beyond the screen. But
yeah, we don't have time for that. And plus,
okay, all right,
I do eventually want to go to bed.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't want to keep you guys up late. My apologies for,
No, you're totally fine.
I keep myself up late.
No, Logan blames me anyway, which is totally understandable. All right, so... what we want from the Joker movie. Now, I have heard the critics are raving about Joker. I have heard that it is, like, some people are calling it Film of the Year. It's getting a lot of 5 stars. It won a film festival. Now, Logan, explain. I'm not criticizing you, but explain your thoughts originally about the Joker and why you turned on it.
Original, I was not on board with this movie when they revealed it. I was like, why do we need the Joker in more movies? We've already had so many different versions of him. We've already had what, a lot of people considered the definitive live action Joker. And then we had like the one that everyone hated, and it's like the last thing you need to do, DC, is to make audiences think about Suicide Squad again. And it's like, why, like, the Joker works better as a villain than a protagonist. To me, like, why give him this definitive origin story? That's the whole point, is that he doesn't have one. Blah blah blah. I didn't really see the appeal, but they had some good names on it. Like, they had talented people on it, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, so it's like,
Scorsese was originally producer of it, so
yeah. So it's like, oh, okay, they're getting very talented people to make a movie that doesn't need to exist. But then, like, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about it more and more closer to release and hearing the good things about it. And honestly, I've kind of come around to it, and I'll probably see it now. Like, I'm actually kind of interested.
Now, what I hope it does, and Logan, we were talking about this over the phone, and I kind of agree with you on this, is that what I hope it does... Are you serious? It says the live stream is offline now. How did that happen?
Wait, what?
Yeah, how did that...
Wait, is this recording?
Yeah, no, it's recording, but for some reason Streamlabs is having a fit.
Oh, streamed live, yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Uh-oh. Wait, where did we
what?
Where did we end?
What do you mean? No, I literally just stopped doing it. Why does this happen
live stream only goes on for like
time?
13 minutes. We didn't even finish the Star Wars discussion.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to see where that was going.
Wait, live now?
Oh, wait. Is it staying live?
Oh, yes. That's... It restreamed.
Okay.
Like it started... Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go send the new stream to people so they can watch, hopefully.
now
Yeah.
Logan's like, we didn't even finish it. Sorry about that, guys. For some reason, Streamlabs decided to bug out, and then for whatever reason, they put a new video up. And I have no reason as to why that happened.
It just did.
Wow. Okay. So,
Anyways, you want to hear my thoughts on the Joker movie?
yes, please. Let us...
Well, originally I was going to try to plan on seeing it opening night, but I didn't want to get shot at a theater. Well, but this is the thing. I was like, kind of like, because here's the story.
I have a phobia of that.
This is an interesting story. I went to the opening night of The Dark Knight Rises, the same night the Columbine shooting was. It was awesome. I went saw the previous two movies. Even though I've seen them before, it was cool seeing all three of them. And then when I got home, my mom literally flipped out and thought I got shot. And then I looked on the news and there was the Columbine shooting, and it kind of like was like, oh crap. So seeing this Joker movie, I was like, nah, I don't want to relive that phobia type of fear again. So I'm just going to wait until like next week to see it. But honestly, I was hyped from the very start when they announced it. I mean, announcing Martin Scorsese was involved, and then Leonardo DiCaprio, and then Joaquin Phoenix was cast. And I love Joaquin Phoenix. He's a great actor. I love his brother River Phoenix, even though he's dead. I think this would have been a great role that his brother would have like honored him for if he was still alive, but he's not. And the trailers really pulled it off. I was excited for the teaser. I just love seeing this interesting take. However, it did kind of feel a bit like it was trying to be like Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. I think that was what their inspiration was going for. But other than that, I'm interested to see what this version of Joker is all about. I mean, maybe it'll be good, maybe it's not. I like how divisive the film is getting. Like, people are loving it and people are hating it. I mean,
Well, I think what Chris Stuckman
Just
said
like
is
the
that
certain other movie we discussed.
yes, okay. Well, what I like about Chris Stuckman, what he said is that it leaves people to like have discussions afterwards, which is kind of like what The Dark Knight did in a way, like, or like some like very good movies do. You'll have an hour-long conversation about what the meaning behind certain scenes, or the message it's trying to get across, which is really good.
yeah, very psychological. I just hope I don't see a lot of Batman elements. I know I did a trailer. I just hope they don't really like explore it much because this movie's all about the Joker. Just give him his own movie, please. Like, do something interesting with it.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I with like
Good
the
Lord,
way
Streamlabs.
what
Is it
did
doing
it break
again?
again?
Yeah, the live stream offline. What the fuck is happening? This is the second time. I honestly am kind of shocked as to why it's never done this before.
What the hell?
Alright, let me try to
Hold
refresh
on.
it again.
It's still it's still live, but I don't know if it's just getting to
Long or something, maybe? Or
if it's like getting to the point where it cut off or what.
yeah, but I didn't have a set time. I just said whatever time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it says it's still live, so
That's weird.
again, I don't know what's happening there, but I'll keep watch on it and see if it stops being live. But
No, it says live stream offline right now on my phone.
hmm,
But it still says it's live on the thing, so I don't understand what the problem is.
That's weird.
yeah, like it's showing your window.
My window?
Yeah, your Streamlabs
which
window.
link are you clicking on?
I'm looking at the YouTube video.
The first.
The one the one that's live right now.
So we're still talking. Are you listening to the audio real quick?
I think it still says live. Like, yeah, started streaming 12 minutes ago.
All right, we'll continue then, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Odd.
Fuck Streamlabs,
no,
though.
wait. Hold on.
Okay. Well.
No, it's still live. Okay, sorry. The started streaming thing disappeared, so I was like, does that mean it's over or?
You guys are having a lot of trouble with it, aren't you?
Who really knows at this point? Honestly,
Yeah.
Streamlabs is just a fucking bitch. All right, let's. We honestly, regardless, we were talking about shit because I stayed up to fucking do this.
Can't let this be a total waste. Well, I think because this basically what I said on the phone with him is like most superhero movies these days are very they have a specific formula that they're trying to follow, and they will play things safe to appeal to a mass market. And I'm not trying to say that in a pretentious way. I'm not saying that makes them bad. I've seen like every MCU film that's come out for the past few years in the theaters, so clearly
I love how your voice crack happened there, buddy.
I don't know. God, I don't know what happened to my throat.
Me neither.
But so clearly it hasn't been that bad. But it's interesting and good to see things that do differently, because obviously the genre is going to crash a lot sooner if you don't have things that take risks, and because we don't see many like big
Deadpool was one of them that kind of changed the market when you think about it.
Yeah, it did. I remember how massive Deadpool's success was.
And it was a relatively lower budget film compared to most other ones too.
Yeah, but like when I'm thinking about big popular characters and franchises and whatnot worth millions of dollars being turned into very, I guess like more experimental or like just different films that aren't just playing it safe to make money. Like, because you don't see a ton of those. I mean, like, I can think of, like, Logan, Batman Returns.
So good.
I'm sure, like, there's some more. I just, like I said, it's hard to think off the top of my head. I guess Hulk tried that in 2003.
Oh, we don't. Oh, Ang Lee's.
Well, it tried. It succeeded.
It was trying to be artsy fartsy, but it didn't know that artsy part because it just didn't mix and match.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, it sucked balls. All right, can we move on?
But,
that was not a good example, Logan.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of like what this could be is Batman Returns, although I don't expect it to be like the same style or anything like that, but like that was a very different movie that wasn't it was kind of, I guess you could say it was like
a little gory.
Huh?
It wasn't afraid to go a little like too out there.
Insane.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
bloody,
but like
my nose could be gushing blood.
Yeah. And then you look at the movies that came after that where they toned things down so they could sell Happy Meal toys.
And then they had to pull said Happy Meal toys.
Batman Forever, you got all of them. Steel, I mean, they came back with like the X-Men movies and then Spider-Man, and then Marvel MCU came in, and now look where we're at.
But even with
so many of them.
Logan, how many X-Men movies have you seen?
Jeez, like in total, does Deadpool count?
No, because it's not a part of the main. Well,
okay, so just ones with the name X-Men on them.
Yeah, including X3. 1
through 3.
Oh, okay. So the original.
That's it.
Well, Logan does count as apparently as the so you've seen.
Okay, well then 4.
That's my favorite X-Men movie, Logan. I think that's probably the best finale than Dark Phoenix, which you already know what's going to be the lower tier on the
people say
finale
it's somehow
list.
worse than X-Men 3, The Last Stand.
I'm just, you know what? I'm so glad Logan was really good because if they had a movie
want to share that a little bit?
with bearing my name with the character that I was named after, and it was terrible, I would not be happy.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Logan was actually named after Wolverine. His dad was a big X-Men fan.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, Wolverine's probably like one of my favorite Marvel characters.
And I'm glad I'm not my cousin Annabelle.
I know. Oh man,
I haven't seen Annabelle. Maybe it's secretly brilliant, but that's not what I've heard.
I don't know. I've never seen any of them.
James Wan, didn't he direct one of them? No, or was it The Conjuring? No.
It was The Conjuring.
Yeah, well, it was a spinoff of Annabelle, though. Or was Annabelle a spinoff of The Conjuring?
So there's the Annabelle, then there's the Nun, and then Conjuring 1, 2, and 3, and Annabelle 1, 2, and 3. They're on the same universe. I've only seen The Conjuring.
How much do you want?
I'm not a big scary movie fan. Let's be honest. My favorite Halloween movie is the original Halloween and Trick or Treat, which I think.
How much do you? Okay, I just want to say, how much do you want to bet the next Halloween movie is going to end up being part of the Conjuring universe or something? I would be so mad if they did that.
No, it's a part of Brightburn, which actually, Logan, I don't know if you know this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you. I recently saw Brightburn, and there's an Easter egg in there from James Gunn's film Super.
Oh, I need to watch that.
No, literally, the guy owns the diner that they went to.
Oh,
from Brightburn? I mean, I remember seeing Brightburn.
James Gunn confirmed that he's in the same universe as Super.
That's very interesting. I remember Brightburn being a bit disappointing when I saw it. I thought it had potential, but didn't really use it that well.
Yeah, Logan saw Brightburn, and he described the scene vividly of the woman pulling glass out of her eye. I was like, no, I can't do that. That's one of my
my stepdad was covering his eyes, but I kept my eyes open in the theater, man. I know.
Those are the best parts of the movie. Hello?
I watch horror movies with the lights off alone at midnight. Uncool.
I didn't say that was uncool, and I didn't say it was either. It's just you to each his own, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I just never really. I'll tell you what it was too, because I think I was too young for this. I remember I was like maybe 5 or 6. My grandfather left on the TV, and what was playing? It's the same thing as I saw
No,
earlier.
literally, when I said it went offline, I meant like literally just then.
No, I clicked on the one that said live on it, and it's saying offline. It's been saying that.
Yeah, I know, but there's a stream delay. Hold on, let me see where it ended.
You're a stream delay. God.
Yeah, it was literally like not that long ago.
Why is...
Wait, hold on. Is it? Now it says it's live again.
All right, well, this is... I'll just... You know what? I'll just edit them all together in another video. I'll just sample everything. It'll be fine, honestly.
Yeah, no. They didn't use items, did they?
What?
For what?
Final Destination.
Oh wait, were we?
Ha ha ha! Smash Brothers joke. Ha ha.
I get it.
I'm so funny, huh?
Well, I wouldn't say you're funny, but because none of us got it until
I use poor attempts at humor in the hopes that people will like me.
Okay, well that's just depressing. Because it's not good.
No.
I use humor to cope with depression.
All right. Well,
I mean,
we don't need to get into your personal life now, buddy. All right. So all right. So next topic. Oh God damn it! All right. So Spider-Man back in the MCU. Our final topic. I'm actually a part of me is split on this because. But I want to do a really quick rant for myself real quick just to get this out of the, just to get this off my chest. What Sony is trying to do with their fucking Spider-Verse, you don't have a universe. You have a single franchise that's not a universe. I mean, I guess Star Wars can be in the defense of that, but Star Wars doesn't really work either, in my opinion, because, well, actually, technically it does because it is a universe.
I don't understand what Sony's doing with their own Marvel Universe's Spider-Man villain. It doesn't make sense. They just need to give it back to
the only
like,
live action thing that they have tried to convince us with is Venom. That is
Venom.
I was calling Logan earlier, and I really wanted to watch it again just so I can shit on this movie because it feels like a fucking 2000s movie that somehow came out.
I know that
should have been the same Raimi universe.
Way too much.
It's not good. It's not like great, but it's fun. I mean, it's not terrible.
Some funny moments.
Oh yeah, I remember the best scene of that movie. Oh yeah, what was your favorite part, dude? Oh, when he ate fucking shit out the trash.
No, the lobster scene was the best. When he's in the lobster tank and he's just chilling in there, I fucking love that scene.
Dude, that was hilarious. That was like the best part of the movie.
The Academy Award goes to just fucking crazy.
But that's kind of why I liked it, because it was nice to like sit down and watch a superhero movie in 2018. Was it 2019?
2018.
Yeah, and just not have to try to remember what happened in the 20 movies before it.
It also has a better romantic story than Bella and Edward from Twilight. I mean, between
that's not
Eddie Brock and
that
Venom.
far of a stretch.
I'm telling you, they're the best like romantic couple. I feel like Venom and
really
Eddie Brock.
They're way better.
Their chemistry was just so powerful and impactful.
They're better than anything in the MCU.
Pretty much. I don't know. Maybe.
All right, so but I will say the one thing that Sony did do well is Into the Spider-Verse, which is in the Venom universe.
Oh, I love it. That's my favorite like movie of 2018, Into the Spider-Verse, and probably one of the best animated films that came out in a very long time.
I have a story, and I'm going to call him out, but this is a joke. But I'm going to call Mr. Alex Cobb of Console Warriors out right now. All right, so
you're just going to talk to him like that?
Yeah, well, it's funny. It's a funny story, and Logan can remember this. So we were going to see it, and I was like, I don't know, because my thing is, like, I haven't seen an animated movie in a long time before that. Let me be honest with that, because I'm not into the Secret Life of Pets, like that kind of animated movies.
The last
Let me finish.
Okay.
But this is actually funny. And then so I haven't seen this movie yet, and then I said I was just speaking my opinion to Alex. I was like, hey, I don't know. I just am not really that into cartoons, which is a fair point. And then Alex goes, what, you have a problem with cartoons? I haven't seen the movie yet. So I go and sit down, and we're watching the movie, and it was the end fight scene and then the Spider-Ham says that line. I'm just like, I hate you so much. How would I be able to
Yeah, I knew that was coming up.
How would I get that if I haven't seen the movie before?
Yeah, they literally, like, that's the thing. The writing is just so, like, there. I mean, Phil and Chris Miller really know their shits when it comes to writing this movie.
I love... And I will say, though, that when the Oscars... when there were... Some people were like, oh, Incredibles 2 is better. I'm like, listen, Incredibles 2 would be better if anything else but Spider-Verse... Like, Spider-Verse... It explained dimension hopping in a kids movie that wasn't confusing. That
had some very deep and mature materials as well. Like, holy shit! Why are they not making movies like this?
Because, well,
like, yeah, we need more movies like that. But also, Will, didn't I literally take you to see the Transformers 1986 movie in a theater? Like,
I had already seen that movie before then, so it does not count.
Okay. And we also saw Lego Batman. I think that was the same year.
No, was it?
Was it? I thought it was
2017. No, because I was still working at the movie theater then.
Man, time is just like really weird.
Yeah, it's because you don't have a calendar. All right, so just kidding.
It's because I'm stupid.
Well, I wasn't gonna go that far, but hey, since we're there, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna roast him like I roasted Alex. All right, so
So yeah, I'm excited that their Spider-Man's coming back to the MCU.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Smart. It wouldn't make sense for them to make a third one without incorporating the MCU in it. I mean, you have to address the Avengers. You have to address like Happy Hogan.
Yeah,
you have to address all those people. I mean, you can't just make a Spider-Man movie that's in the MCU. That would like piss off a bunch of fans.
Plus, we don't want another fucking reboot. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm tired of all these Spider reboots where I see Uncle Ben die a billion times. They just need to stop killing Uncle Ben, please.
Yeah,
stop crying about Uncle Ben. We get it. You like your rice.
I was going to make that joke. And you stole it from me. Anyway, yeah, I remember having a conversation when Spider-Man was just announced out of the MCU with Logan. And this was funny. And I read an article, and I still don't know if it's real or not, but they were saying they're still going to make it the third Spider-Man movie. And I was telling this to Logan, he was like, good fucking luck. Like, how are you going to do that?
It doesn't make sense.
And then he's got one other MCU appearance, which I heard somewhere that it might be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which would be interesting. Because, as we know in Far From Home, he dealt with the multiverse, like, scam, I guess. That'd be kind of interesting if he went into the actual multiverse. But,
yeah. I actually had an original idea for Spider-Man 3 because when that was happening, I thought, man, if they're not going to make a non-MCU third Spider-Man movie, then I'm going to. And my original idea was based on the comic where Spider-Man made deal with the devil to like have people forget about him. No. I wanted to make that in the film, and Doctor Strange takes him to hell, literally. He's like, goes to Doctor Strange right after Far From. He's like, Doctor Strange, everyone knows I'm Peter Parker. Can you help me with anything? I don't know what to do. And then Doctor Strange's like, I'll think of something. And then he just takes him to hell, and they meet Satan, and he just handshakes him to like, and he lives. It's like It's a Wonderful Life, kind of, but like with Spider-Man.
Let me just address this, Keegan. And I don't know if this channel ever gets popular. You might be crucified for referencing One More Day. Logan, why don't you fill them in on, or fill all of those in who don't know what One More Day is, what that is.
Oh boy. Oh wait, did you ask me?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never actually read it, but just I know the general plot.
Do you want me to say it, or do you want to say it then?
Basically, Aunt May gets shot because Spider-Man revealed himself to the world in a previous story arc.
Was that Civil
War? And this old woman's dying, and she's like, "I've lived a good life. It's time for me to go."
Who's this old woman?
And then Spider-Man's like, "No, I can't let her die." So he takes her to like everyone in the universe that could possibly heal her, and the Sorcerer Supreme cannot heal a bullet wound. Huh?
Wasn't Aunt May the one that was dying?
Yeah.
You said this old woman.
Yeah, she's an old woman.
Yeah, but just say her. Okay.
No, I'm saying like Aunt May, who is, you know, this very old woman is dying, and she's like, you know, I've had my time, you know, I'm ready to go. But Peter Parker is like, no, I can't let that happen. So he goes to everyone he can talk to, including Doctor Strange, and he's like, hey, can you heal a bullet wound? And they're all like, no. So then he meets with Mephisto, who wants to make a deal to save her life, but it's not for, you know, his soul or anything actually, you know, worthwhile like that. He wants Spider-Man's marriage to Mary Jane. I don't know how exactly, like, a marriage is transferred, like, and
maybe it's in Bitcoin.
Like, okay, that part wouldn't make sense if they actually adapted it, because how would that fucking work? Like, that would not make sense.
No, I mean, now if they adapted the idea of Mary Jane getting, if they adapted the idea of Aunt May getting shot because Spider-Man's identity was revealed to the world and him having to deal with the consequences of that, like that'd be good, provided she actually died, or at least, you know, was healed through means that didn't involve destroying your marriage to give to Satan, because somehow it makes sense, which also ends up erasing the future child that they were going to have. Like, she literally talks to him in like a vision or something.
Oh my god.
And all of this was because the guy who was like Marvel's editor-in-chief, I think, at the time, he didn't like Spider-Man being married. He's like, why would you want to read about a Spider-Man that gets married?
Are you shitting me? Oh my god, like...
Yeah, like, he literally said something like, oh, why would you want to read about someone that would just get married and get old and die and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, first of all, no one gets old in Marvel Comics. That's why I don't read them and keep up with them, because nothing ever progresses. Second of all, no, people do like seeing character development, and people do like seeing someone grow from like a high schooler trying to be a superhero and only occasionally getting it right to like an adult who is married and like.
I mean, look at the J.J. Abrams Spider-Man comic. Have you guys even read that yet?
That J.J. Abrams made a Spider-Man
his son, right?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that J.J. Abrams and his son also wrote it too. Oh. It's actually pretty good so far. A lot of people are kind of pissed about it because of a certain choice they did with one of the characters. I don't know if I want to spoil it, since it's kind of like...
I'll pick it up when it comes out in the volume, which it probably will.
Yeah, it'll be like 6 issues long. I picked up the first issue, and I think the second one's coming out this month.
Alex was telling me about like this recent, you know, like non-canon storyline or whatever, like this universe or something, but basically it was like this whole story of Spider-Man, but like if he had actually, you know, aged with time. And then,
I love those stories. I need to that's the Spider-Man stories they need to really write about.
And I think if I recall correctly, it basically ended up being like Batman Beyond, but with Miles instead of Terry. Like,
oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Although I don't know if they like end up in the future or if it's just like in the modern day, but so like that relationship.
Our closing thing.
What
is? A surprise closing thing that I want to talk about. It's funny that you mentioned that, Logan, because I want you guys, both of you, in order, Keegan first and then Logan, to do a real quick pitch for a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton as, or Kevin Conroy, if you will, because apparently he's playing in the CW. He's playing older Bruce Wayne, which is freaking awesome.
You want to know what I think? I think I like the idea of it being animated more because live action, it'll just be. I mean, it will really be cool, but holy shit, would it be so fucking expensive to do it? And seeing Batman Beyond, like, similar to, like, Into the Spider-Verse with that sort of aesthetic, like, visual style would probably be more appealing and more interesting. And you can still get Kevin Conroy and the original cast members to still be in it. Or, I don't know, maybe change a few things to make it more interesting of itself. But
well, I would say what would sell it would be Michael Keaton, even in the voice acting role.
The reason, if it was animated, I wouldn't want it to look like Spider-Verse because Spider-Verse is very, like, colorful, and I wanted to have a cool visual style, just a different one.
Or bring like a Bruce Timm twist. Maybe bring back hand-drawn animation with a new twist and visual effects with it.
That's probably more expensive than live action. Well, maybe not technically.
It is,
but with like
Don Bluth. By the way, where's that Dragon Slayer movie? Anyway.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that.
Hand drawn.
Yeah. Just please bring back hand drawn.
The reason I'm saying Michael Keaton is like, I mean, Kevin Conroy's still playing Batman right now, but like, in my opinion, I don't. Oh God, I hope I don't open up another debate. But Michael Keaton,
original too,
live action Batman, and I think it would be great to see like a live action Batman Beyond movie. I mean, because one, Batman Beyond, and two, because it would be cool to see him. Yeah, it'd be cool to see him play Bruce Wayne again, but older and stuff. And we're off.
Yeah, we'd be down to see.
Oh, we're back online.
All right.
All right. Well, just in time for us to end the video.
Oh, I was gonna say, are we not gonna talk about another topic like the Knights of the Old Republic trilogy of movies?
We are. Was that actually confirmed?
I think Kevin Feige said he was be involved in Star Wars now. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, Kevin Feige's making a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
You know what I hope it is? I hope it's Tom Holland. I'm going to call this right now. I'm going to call it internet. Tom Holland, because he said MCU star or something would be in it. Tom Holland playing young Obi-Wan and with Liam Neeson coming back as Qui-Gon. I want a prequel to Episode 1.
Offline again. Oh, back. We're back.
Yeah, I would definitely want to see something like that too.
I would like Tom Holland to be the young Obi-Wan. That would be like really cool and interesting.
I don't know if he would be the best actor, but I guess maybe that would.
Well, honestly, he did play his son in what was that movie? About the tsunami.
I know which one you're talking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw it.
Spider-Man, he played Ewan McGregor's or the real life, because it's based off a true story. But,
yeah, it was like a tsunami wave something story. I know which one you're talking about. I've seen it.
Was it The Impossible?
The Impossible. Yeah, The Impossible. That's what it was. That's a good movie.
I recommend people seeing that movie. It is really good. It's a tearjerker too, but
yeah, it's so emotional to sit through.
But it's off a true story, and Tom Holland plays Ewan McGregor's son.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I mean, that was kind of like before he was announced as Spider-Man. I was like, wait, is that the kid from The Impossible?
Well, what's funny is like the reason he started in the MCU was because he was talking with Chris Hemsworth and when they were doing In the Heart of the Sea together, and he was like, "Hey man, let Kevin know that I'm down for something." And then he was like, he said Hemsworth was the first person I texted when I got realized I got the part, because I was so excited that thing that we discussed, actually came into fruition.
Well, Tom Holland was the reason why Spider-Man's back in the MCU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he unfollowed Sony, which I think is a ballsy move for him. Because
oof.
Well, so did Zendaya. Zendaya also unfollowed him, but I think I was after Tom Holland.
Yeah, and then when he came back, he posted that thumbnail from Wolf of Wall Street. It's like, I'm not fucking leaving. That was funny.
Well, you know what? I think that if they do another Uncle Ben death scene, they reboot again with Tom Holland, he should put the image of the dead horse on there from.
I still want Tobey Maguire to play as Uncle Ben and say pizza time one last
Oh
time.
my
Yes.
God.
Oh my god! That's the thing that we need
Yes.
on this earth. Let me tell you right now that I want this to happen so bad. There has to be pizza time has to be canon, like in the movies, but as the meme.
Yeah.
I want this to happen.
He's like in the scene, the high school
No,
scene. He's like,
no,
hey,
I
look at
can
this
just
stupid
imagine-
meme, pizza time.
You
It's
know,
like that.
I can imagine he's like knocking the door with aunt of his own apartment. He's like, and then he comes in, and the young Peter's there. And he goes, "Pizza time," and then Peter goes, "No."
Yeah.
There are three things I want from superhero movies
What is that?
Like- in general. All right. Number one, Batman Beyond film with Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne.
We discussed
Number two, the Joaquin Phoenix to say we live in a society. Number three, that.
the pizza
Like-
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a great episode. Multiple episode series.
I had to
Really
drop it in somewhere.
Yeah, you did. I mean, yeah. Thank you for everyone. If there is anyone who's watching this multiple arc, apparently thanks to Streamlabs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If you guys want to continue talking after this, we can. But I'm gonna end the stream right now. Bye, everyone.